It's a situation that could happen to anyone. A car crash, clear at fault, but still no insurance payout.
A Triad man was left with thousands of dollars in damage and no answers. 2 Know's Kevin Kennedy digs into it.
It was a day John McCollum won't soon forget.
I was coming home from dropping my sister off at home.
John about a quarter mile from his house heading north on Bryson Street.
I was coming up this street, and like I said, I don't have a stop sign here, so I was going straight on through.
At that moment, he saw another car.
And she was coming from that direction, and she ran the stop sign and hit me, and I landed right there on top of that curve right there.
This is what's left of John's car. Police called the crash report file.
She came and said that she wasn't citing anybody for the accident. It was my word against hers and all that.
John's car not insured. The other car is. So John called that insurance company to file a claim.
That's when the lady called and said, well, my insurer was not responsible for the accident because she got the police report before I did.
If you're thinking, how can this be? So were we. Remember, John didn't have a stop sign. The other driver did.
And I actually tried to swerve away, and she just came on and hit me. Then I went that direction.
Step one of our investigation. Call the Greensboro Police Department and ask why blame wasn't assigned. After our calls and questions, the report is changed.
They redid the police report and said that she was in the wrong because she failed to yield a stop sign.
John then refiled with the insurance company. The claim again denied.
They're now telling me that they're still not responsible for the accident because their insurer was not responsible for causing the accident.
The insurance company telling John they can't confirm the drivers listed on the policy and they can't reach the policy owner.
Right now, we haven't been able to reach them. There have been many attempts to contact.
We continue to investigate, calling the Department of Insurance and reviewing all the case files. Guess what we found? The driver who caused the crash has the same listed address as the insured, most likely a wife or daughter.
It's very confusing, very, very confusing.
Here's what the Department of Insurance told us. The Department of Insurance does not have the statutory authority to decide who was negligent or at fault in an accident or decide the facts surrounding a claim. But they also confirmed an insurance policy covers the car. We then reached back out to the insurance company and detailed our investigation. John contacted a few days later, the insurance company agreeing to settle the claim.
Thank God for that. It was some work, but it got done.
John sent a check for almost $8,000.
I thank you, because it was a fight. I know it couldn't have got done without Kevin. He was persistent just as I was, you know.
This case took us 3 months, but in the end, John was made whole.
Now, here's the other interesting part of this story. If you're the insured owner of this vehicle and you don't list all parties living in your home at the time of the accident on your policy, there's a chance that claim could be denied. That's according to the Department of Insurance. Just know, though, if you're in a situation like this, like John, and you don't have insurance and you're involved in an accident, there's a chance you may end up having to pay out of pocket or take the other driver to small claims court. Kevin Kennedy, 2 Know.